Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rising World. I'm the Radio Man 03, and it is awesome to have you along. Thank you so much for all the comments in the last episode, which wasn't recorded but a day or so ago. I'm waiting for some more to come in, but I thought it might be interesting since we're kind of done with the old chateau here and the greenhouse and everything else here. I thought we'd find someplace else to build. So we're going to take a little walk around. Some of the suggestions have been the desert. We've got suggestions for the winter biome, and neither one of those I'm too keen on. I'll tell you why. Number one, I live in the desert, or at least next to it in the desert state, and I see it all the time. And in the winter, it just got done being winter, so I'm not too thrilled about being in the snow. I'm just keeping my ears open for bears. I'm going to grab some of these blue flowers on the way. Blue flowers are like the toughest ones to find, to be quite honest with you. We've got this kind of a forest all along the edge. I thought we'd take a stroll around the lake and see what the lake has in store for us. I see a bear. I see a bear back there. He's going away from us. I see a deer as well. Maybe if he doesn't see us, he won't know. We're going to go down here. If I don't have to shoot and kill anything, that's going to be just fine with me. I've got our armor on. I have a new musket since I threw the other one away. So we have a new musket, and I've got our good tools on us just in case we bump into something we really like. Like this forest, I really do like this forest. These forests are really awesome. But we've kind of built in something like this before. We've also built in a pine forest with the mountains next to it, which I like. Some of the ideas of what to build include, and the most votes so far, is a small town or a village. Whew, that is a huge endeavor. I suppose it's something we could go and do and walk away from and come back to repeatedly. But that is a huge project to undertake for sure. This is the way we came into the world right here. We came in right over in here in this area. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I threw myself off this cliff and swam because I had a boar chasing me and my health was extremely low. It's a pretty thick forest right through here. I've got a little bit of wood on me. Like I said, our good tools, our steel pick, a hammer, all that good stuff is on my person. And just a little bit of food. I'm not too worried about food because it's everywhere. So I'm walking around today just kind of seeing what catches my eye. That's about it. Wow, look at all these flowers like this. This is great. I wonder if they upped the ante on the orange and the blue because they're just everywhere now. There for a while, it was like the hardest flower to find. Part of me wouldn't mind building inside back in a forest like this. It's pretty fun to clear it out and then level out chunks of land that you want to build on. I can't remember if that was season 3, season 4 that we did that in, where we actually built a small village. We had like an entire street worth of buildings. I think the last thing we built in that world was a warehouse. We started out with quite an elaborate farm with a barn and everything. And then we had a hotel and restaurant sort of type thing an inn, I guess you'd call it. And then we had a blacksmithy. That was a pretty fun thing. So I'm not opposed to a town at all. But what kind of era are we going for? Are we going to go for like old style? I'm not giving up my good tools. I can tell you that much. I really enjoy having the chainsaw and the drill. They are a lifesaver, especially when you're doing a series, because then you've got... Oh, I see you. I think that's a bear. If that's a bear or a moose right there. One of the two. It's a grizzly. There's a grizzly bear right there, and there's a black bear right over there. Oh, that black bear sees me. The water's deep. And that black bear was definitely coming towards me. Up, 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 up. I would bet money he'd drown. Oh, I know. It's some deep water right there, buddy. I've seen all of this part of the shoreline. So I know what's here. I don't know exactly what's back in there, but I know it's mostly this the maple and the pinewood forest and stuff back in here. Which, by the way, both locations are really gorgeous. I love this location back in here. I love this area. It's one of my favorites. I saw a wild boar up here, but I don't think he's here now. I think he's back a little bit further. Maybe he can't see us. And the moose don't run because the moose don't have to run. Oh, I've also got our battle axe on us too. Yeah, so if we have to, we take something out with a battle axe. Here's another peninsula. Very close to home. This lake is, I would say, pretty dang big. The house is way back there right now, so I'd say this lake is actually quite huge. Hope you don't mind taking a little walk with me. Maybe there's something that's going to jump out and you guys are going to see it too and say, hey, radio, what about that spot? You know, that'd be kind of cool too. Some of the moose should not have antlers. Oh. Well, that one's stuck in the bush. Well, there we go. I did not know. I guess I forgot the wild boars give you ribs and meat. Makes sense, right? Pig's a pig, right? And now we break out into what is the prairie, and then we've got mountains over here too. The mountains are always a lot of fun. Some of you, excuse me, would be okay with a castle type build as well. There was a request for a hacienda in the desert. The desert, the thing about the desert is, also, is that there's only 4 sandstone blocks. I mean, there's other blocks you get creative with, but in terms of sandstone, there's only 4 choices of blocks there, and there's several choices of light woods, which is good too. I like that, but it's just not. I guess I'd like some very sandy colored blocks, or just a little more variety in the sand blocks to be able to do something like that. An albino goat. Mountain ranges are always cool. You can come inland a little bit here now and walk. I mean, you could do an entire town through here, you know what I mean? A village with the main road down the center of it. You could do a lot of that sort of stuff. It'd be just huge. You'd have a mountain in the background and a lake to this side. I was kind of hoping possibly we'll find something neat along the lake shore, so that when we're going to get horses first, but then we'll be able to ride horse between the 2 places, and we'll also be able to, when boats arrive, we'll be able to do the boat thing as well, which is always kind of cool. Coming into a whole new set of wildlife out here too. Is this a cave entrance, or is this just a big hole? It's just a big hole in the ground. Yeah, we've not been along the entire lake, so I'm taking you with me on the lake walk, just to see what there is to see. There's some big gashes in the ground around here, huh? Some pretty big ones. Hello, sheep. Oh. A chicken. There's something we've not killed yet. A chicken. Those of you wondering, there is a breeding mod out there for the game. I've never tried it, but you can actually breed animals. And I believe you can spawn any animal in by just going spawn NPC sheep, spawn NPC pig. You can do any of these animals. Spawn NPC cow, and you get the animals to spawn in. And what do we have over here? This gets to be kind of a... moo. I love the cows. It's a nice mountain range. Lots of ore showing on the sides of it too. Tons of ores showing on the sides of it. Let me get a... Now that we're kind of out of the danger, let's kind of get an empty hand. So we can just walk without anything in our hand. And you guys can see the whole screen like I can. We're going to have to make ourselves a little lean-to to sleep in as well. I like how this juts out way out here like this. This is pretty cool. I want to say we might be getting close to the edge of this here. But this one, another really nice peninsula that juts out to the edge here. Is that the lake shore or is that an island out there? That might be an island out there. I'm going to swim a little bit that direction. Whoosh. Is this an island? And if so, what kind of biome is attached to this island? So far, I don't see any trees at all. Oh, look at this place. Is there a pig on here? There's the pig. Huh, there's a pig way out here. There's a goat. Oh, and we got this big drop-off right here that kind of splits it in two. And it comes up over on this side. Kind of like what we've just been working on, huh? A piece of land attached. It's attached to the mainland, but it's got a big gap in there, so you could build a bridge right there across from one to the other. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. This is a neat little spot right here. Anybody that's getting on the seed would want to take a look at this possibly as a build spot. You have the whole thing all to yourself out here and never have to really worry about anything coming on here. Could we jump and land in the water? Yep. Back to shore. Yeah. Back to shore. Excuse me. I need to go up. Up, 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 up. Come on. There we go. That was worth swimming out to. Okay, I'm going to run a little bit back so we get to the edge here, where we kind of started out. Excuse me. Took that, got off work today. Yeah, I went back to work today. Kind of a bummer. I was enjoying working at home on YouTube videos. I have to say, if I had to do it for a living, I could do it for a living. It's quite enjoyable. Oh, pumpkin. Look at there. So then our mountain range kind of disappears over here. Have we been through this area yet? Okay, so there's the island we were just at. So I'm gonna keep following the lake. It looks like we're coming up on an area I've been in as well, savanna and stuff. I don't think you guys were with me when we came over here. The savanna's not a very attractive place either, I don't think. I guess maybe I feel like there's not a whole lot of biomes I'd want to build in Rising World just because I don't care for the way they look. That dried up dead grass, I don't care for the way it looks. And that's what the savanna is to me. Kind of that dried up, light dead grass. I like this lush green grass with lots of trees and lots of color and stuff in it. Originally I'm from Minnesota. When I was younger, my parents moved to Arizona, and I was always saying it was too young to say no. And here's another one of these peninsulas that we built on right here. Look at this. It's almost identical to it, too. Here's our bridge coming to the shoreline, and there's the house and everything up on there. Huh, pretty crazy, huh? Another one of those. So I've never been a real desert person. That's why Bride and I moved away from the desert and moved up into the mountainous area, because we both like the mountains and we both like trees and green grass and all that good stuff, you know. Do I like the snow? Not so much. I'm not a big play in the snow kind of person, so snow isn't really something I look forward to. It's nice, but it's actually better now that I've got a snow blower. That helps a lot. When you have to shovel it, though, and it's feet at a time, then no, it's not so fun. What's over there? Let's keep walking the lake. Just kind of curious to see how big this thing is. Watch it, goat. Don't do it. Don't jump, goat. Don't jump. I thought I saw what looked like some kind of a rocky thing over here on the right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not. It's just kind of a hole in the ground right there. Not what I thought it was. It's like the caves don't exist over on this side either. You notice that? Most of the holes that we're seeing are just surface holes. Oh, look at this. Ha! I wonder who was here. Look at that. Pick up my junk. Hey. Are you broken? I can't get that to see my hand. There it goes. There it goes. Huh. Crazy. We have been here before. Running around looking for, you know, a place to live. Here's another one of these things right there. Just like we were on. There's several of them around this lake. That's pretty cool. I like that. The savanna is sizable. It stretches all along here as we're walking along. It is all here. Let's open the map again. Oh, we're almost all the way around it. We're almost all the way around. Right here. That's the only part we haven't seen yet. Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger than this, but I guess not. I think Gold Dragon had mentioned it's not that big of a lake. But I can't say there's anything that really jumps out other than we're over by the mountain range that looked relatively interesting. Have we filled this in now? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Well, I'll be darned. Let's take a little swim, and we'll open some of this up. I'm going to swim back over to the mountainside, so I'll come back when I get there. I found kind of an interesting spot. It's not too far from our home. Well, let's look at the map here. I've been through here before, just a little bit, though. You can see just a little bit. The house, our house, is over here, and we are over here right now. One of you brought up in the comments last episode, too, it'd be kind of cool if when we build, we could connect roads to our areas. And I like that idea, especially with the fact we've got horses coming. So now, if you look, our house is here. The bridge goes off this direction. And then we could build a road, a path all the way through this forest. It's a huge project. Not really, though. It's just digging up the ground with a rake and getting rid of the grass and stuff like that and cutting down a few trees. But then we build a road over to this direction here. Now, what I'm looking at is down here, there is a valley with a pool of water right here. And then there's this one right here, too. So I'm wondering if this wouldn't be, there's the pool right there of water, and then there's another one right down there. So let's go down here and take a look at it. I know I've built in the mountains before, but they're just so appealing to me. And a little mountain village tucked away inside a valley like this would be kind of cool. And then I'm thinking, what I was looking at was that a road could actually come. Look at this way the sunshine comes through here like this too. Right through here, kind of through this area. Or we'll map something out for it. But comes through here. And then we've got this this little valley down here that comes out. Wow, look at these yellow flowers. They are tall. Oh, there's a cave right here too. Okay, yeah, so I've been in that cave. Wow, that is... You know what? We were here together, I think. I think I was extremely impressed with that cave hole. Huh. But then it stretches all along here. Now, you'd have to picture buildings dotting both sides of this as you come through here. And then you have a water source here. And I've always wanted to build a castle, and I never have in the game. And a castle would sit down at this end of the build, over here. And then how far does the mountain continue on this way? So maybe what it is, the road would come in from this side? Probably not. It'd probably come in from the other side, huh? Oh, and look at that. Uh-huh. Really? Look at that over there. But this valley is pretty awesome. Not a massive castle, kind of our house type castle here. And then you'd want to put the like the blacksmith shop. Let's get a drink of water. We did just sleep the whole night away. You'd want that to be part of the castle right there, that pool of water. You come through here and you got the smithy by the large cave hole right here, or maybe actually part of the cave hole. Maybe it's built, oh my gosh, look at this. It even goes down that way perfectly. Something built right in here. I mean, that would just be really cool. And then down in here, some houses and stuff like that. I mean, it's a doable thing. So let me know what you think of that. There is some aluminium sitting right up there. The next thing I want to do is I want to go over here. Let's see our map. We've not really opened up too much of this. We've got sort of a pine forest thing over here, which we could even bring over to where we are. Let's grab the battle axe. I think that's going to be one of our... We should have 2 weapons on since I like to throw my gun away. It's not even impossible to cut something through here and have stuff continue on over here. Let's grab some more of these blue flowers. I know, of all the things I'm grabbing today, it's the flowers. That's just a hole in the ground there. I'm walking to reduce as much blur as possible on the video because I know Rising World does that. Those of you who may be new. It's a wild boar. There we go. I was trying to make sure I didn't misfire the gun like I do every time. The map is so nice because when you do this, you could see these areas like this. These are really nice, tucked away in here. And here's one that comes off at the beginning and goes back in here too. We should really probably look at that as well. That would be really pretty simple to run a road through here and then come in. This one I like because it's tucked back into the mountain range on both sides of us. We would have these large mountains around us. And that's what kind of attracts me to that area. Not to mention that cave hole is really kind of unique. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love going out and looking at the world to see what there is to see. Yeah, see, that just comes in. It's just an inlet right here with the mountain range on both sides. That's just a quick little inlet there. That I'm not so interested in. It lacks what I would consider enough personality for me to want to build in. So whenever I stop and look around, I'm like, ah, this is a really great spot. Like I felt like that peninsula was just a beautiful spot. was so covered in trees when we first got there. And you never know when you're going to find something like this with just nothing but a big bowl of land in the bottom of it, which would be so cool. Okay, so now we're getting into pine trees here again. No big deal. We do have to watch out for the bears, though. They'll spawn in these little areas like this for sure. What's going up here? What's that over there? Looks like a great big hole in the ground. Wow, we are way up here. I love how the pine trees are way up on the top of the mountain like this, too. They would do that, you know? That would be really... It's really done well. A lot of surface ore, that's for sure. There's a big entrance to a cave right there. But nothing quite like what we've just found. Well, let's see. This has got a bit of a valley to it. Oh, geez, what the heck? I didn't see myself slipping off of that at all. It's okay. We could just eat some food and fix that up. No problem. No problem. It's okay. We're going to be all right. Yeah, no, I could see one big building in here or a few small buildings, but that's about it. And then it's kind of done. You know what I mean? It's just not enough space for me. Cherries. Look at that. Cherry tree back in here. Crazy. I think the cursor's a little off with the gun. Let's go see what this is over here. I think this might be that beach with the ocean. Oh, wow. I feel like there could be some quality dungeon diving going on around there, possibly. Let's go see what this is. I'm pretty sure that this is a beach. The ocean should be right here. I love the beach. Yeah, that's the ocean. Sure enough. I think Gold Dragon said the ocean was to our west. I read a lot of comments every day, which I love to do, and then respond. Yeah. It's a big old ocean out here. That is pretty cool. So the ocean is nearby. See, now that is intriguing as well. That means if we did build something right here by... Wow, it's so close to our home, too. I mean, let's look at the map. Yeah, the ocean is very close to where we are. Again, the house is just right over here. Right there. Eventually, we'll be able to boat across the lake. No, we won't be cutting through the savannah, but we could boat across the lake. Looks like there's a bit of an inlet right here. Land, get out, and then come across the landscape here for the ocean. Let's kind of outline the ocean on our map too, so we've got that kind of figured out. And I don't think you can drink this water. Yeah, you cannot drink salt water. That is not a viable water source. Yeah, the ocean just keeps on going. That is really cool. So that's on the back side of the savannah as well. So there's tons of sand right here. Tons of it. Absolutely tons of it. And I love the size of this mountain range right here. It is a massive peak. Am I going the right way? I am. So the entrance to this valley is like right here. Literally right here. Right here. Goat? It's getting cloudy. It's going to storm. What do you guys think? One of the first projects we're going to have to do is take this grass down so we can see kind of what the playing field is. But it is a sizable area. We could easily get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7 main buildings, some kind of a center to the town. Maybe 10, probably 10, 12 buildings in here. And then figure out a way to possibly, what we do is we build. So my imagination's starting to go pretty crazy here now. We could put our house like right up here instead, right above this pool, and then we've got farmland next to the ocean right out here. And so we do our farming and stuff like that out here. Oh, broccoli, one of the toughest things for me to find right there. And then we chop a little way right through here, and we create an exit out to this area, and we could have, I don't know, if we wanted to, we could have a few buildings out here too. Sort of more of a farm life type thing right here with the ocean in the background. That looks pretty cool, huh? So let me know what you think about that, okay? I'm going to wrap up the episode. It's going to be kind of a short one, but I did kind of want to just kind of scope things out. And I didn't want to travel too far from home because I do like the idea of having roads connecting the areas. And we're kind of waiting for that next update. If we're going to have to move someplace to find a horse next update, maybe we won't. Maybe we could just, spawn NPC horse, boom, it falls in. But you never know. I don't know how those things work. Maybe the horses will spawn in after we kill a goat or two. Maybe there's a chance of a horse spawning in. Maybe that's how that'll work. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. But anyways, let me know what you think of this valley right here. It could be kind of fun. All right, so give me your ideas and your suggestions. I'm still open to anything. I'm just kind of throwing things out there. When I happen to see this big valley right here, it made me start thinking about that. And then we've got the ocean right here too, so we can, we can spill out over here into this area right here. So let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the episode, hit the like button for me. Comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.